That's much too loud. Oh, that's much too bloody loud. Hold on. Well, welcome to a live correspondence from the front line. I'm Dr. Oliver Brolan Ponsonby, Esquire. We are reporting live here from the Linn of Mercy here on day 317. It's reached the evening hours, 1800 hours thereabouts. We are currently southwest of Ulster Falls here, joining a warden push, a Coaivish push, an armored push, here amongst the destroyed trenches. Hopefully my audio is coming through, and you can hear the fighting in the background. A spectacular bit of fighting. We've got dozens of tanks. The Warden Outlaw, these cruiser tanks, I believe is what they're called. But either way, the first medium tanks of their kind here in the War 119.
Yes, yeah. Hans, I got you again. Come here.
And we are about 100 or so meters, maybe 150 meters. 120 meters by my calculations, 120 meters away from the Colonial-held Hardline relic base. Colonials in the past several weeks have had a roundabout here in Linn of Mercy. They've damn near about captured every single point in this region, but they haven't been able to hold it, so it's been a back and forth, a game of cat and mouse, ring around the rosy. Originally, the Colonials, from far, far back in the early war, they had captured the Prairie Bazaar, and then lost it, and then captured it again, and then proceeded to work their way counterclockwise out here, and out which branch, Lothair, Rot, Dust, a long wide, and then finally capture Ulster Falls, while also making an entrance on the southwestern corner of the region at Last Grove.
Come here, you don't run from me.
But now, the hands have exchanged quite a bit as well. So, Colonials have lost Ulster Falls, but now the lines have somewhat stabilized in Colonial favor.
Targeting you.
While the Wardens do have Ulster Falls and do have it built up a tad bit, Colonials are coming in from two different directions here in the region, from the west and from the east. Currently I am on that western half of the River Mersey. And right now in front of me is a gaggle of infantry attempting to make their way.
Fine, I'll split it. There's three.
To Hardline.
Where all their tanks go?
At the very front of the front fighting here.
Where's your armor?
Very front of the fighting here, about 70 meters away. We're about 70 meters away from Hardline.
Where? To the west, straight west.
We've got infilating and defilating fire from the southeast as Colonials are taking those rocks. Meanwhile, in front of me, directly in the center, Wardens are amongst the slapdash trench line. This is hardly a trench line at all. All tier 1, all kind of mangled together in bits and pieces as the war has taken its toll. Warden ambulance is present, and there are about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, at least 9 Warden armored pieces here in the sector. These include the Warden Outlaws, but also Warden Devitt Light tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Warden Outlaws that I can confirm. At least 1 Warden mortar tank, which is a mortar slapped on top of a Devitt Light tank chassis. And at least 2 Devitt Light tanks with their standard gun. As I had mentioned earlier, evening has fallen, which means we do have flares being thrown up into the air.
Not today.
Seeing a number of veteran troops, so it's a good mix of ranks, both low and high ranks.
No.
Colonials on their part do have several layers of defense, of of trenches, at least 1, 2, 3. That's approximately 3 layers of defense in front of Hardline. Layers of trenches, I should say. Some of them are tier 2. They do have a field hospital, 80 pillboxes. But as for Colonial armored pieces, they are quite outmatched from what I can see in about a 100-meter radius. So there could be more behind the line waiting. But only one Colonial armored piece, and that is the newly developed Colonial... I'm not quite sure how you call that piece of armor. Is it a light tank? Is it some kind of APC? It's on wheels. It is a long and thin piece of armor, but it's got a large gun.
Not today. Medic! Need a medic!
Some lovely chains on that wheels.
Excuse me, coming through.
Thank you.
Alright, you're good.
Thanks, mate. We want set him down. Have to let the retard right now.
Goodness,
Yeah,
listen to those flares, multiple flares going on right now.
Medic. Hey, Hans, where are you, buddy? Runners.
Thank you. I got no ammo, guys. Do you have one for me?
Hey, mortar tank, you're about to get shot by RPGs soon.
Again, if you are just joining us, it is day 317. Nearly 2,100 hours here in the Foxhole War. We are reporting live from the Linn of Mercy, just outside of the Hardline relic base.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, there's the RPG I warned about.
We're trying to hit it on the bottom, Hans, you got those RPGs?
And the bodies.
Colonial's just very incessant with these flares, not even good spacing on them, which means that either they are inexperienced with them, which is very possible, or they have an abundance of flares and they're not afraid to use them. Use it or lose it is a strong mentality, particularly when one's back is against the wall. Colonials have made a push into the trench line. Again, it's not a very good trench line at all. I'm not quite sure who built that thing. This tier 1 trench formation, it's not even a line, is so messy that it neither benefits either side. Colonials are deploying green ash grenades. I do have a gas mask.
Oh my goodness.
A second armored vehicle has joined, much like the first, so two of those long wheeled APCs. I believe this is the first war that we have seen their deployment ever in the history of the Foxhole Wars. Excuse me, Second Lieutenant Crawlspace, can you hear me?
Here, stop, I'll heal you out.
Yes, you are. You're live on the air on Twitch radio services. Tell me, do you think you'll be able to take that trench line there, the one that you just lost to the Colonial?
Yeah, man, with enough infantry and enough willpower, we can do anything.
Oh, that's a grenade.
Yeah, that's okay, though.
Gas grenade, get out.
I got your wings.
Colonial's incessant with these green ash grenades, and the Warden's being pushed back even more back into this rock formation. They're now pushed back to approximately 140 meters away from Hardline relic base itself. I'm not quite sure where that Warden armor went off to. Perhaps they got recalled somewhere else, but I do see in the distance Colonials forming a minefield. That may very much be a wise choice here, as Wardens are throwing infantry at the situation before us. The Colonials have fallen back approximately 40 meters away from the trenches, and they're now taking cover, refuge in the rock formation near the southwestern half of Ulster Falls. Ulster Falls itself is has been somewhat recently recaptured in the past several weeks, if not sooner. Wardens on their part have destroyed at least one bridge as a precaution, and the Colonials are aware of this. Not even a risk of a bridge fight, to be honest, because the Wardens have built up that bridge, that destroyed bridge section, with sandbags and machine guns, several tripod weapons in which to ward off Colonial attack.
Thank you. No problem, no problem.
I need a medic in the trench with me. I'm pretty fucked up.
We are now seeing bitter infantry fighting here in the
Horatio.
darkness. Colonials making
Thanks,
excellent work
brother.
of mortars and green ash to keep the Wardens on their toes. The Colonial assault units with SMGs, very effective. They're moving up even closer. I'm going to have to pull back in an attempt to keep breathing. I'm now double backing around the mountain. Again, the southwestern portion of Ulster Falls is currently not particularly well built up, and I think both sides are aware of this, simply because the fighting has been in a back and forth here in the past several days. Linn of Mercy, a very, very unstable region. You cannot be too sure where the line will fall on any given real-life day.
They're there.
Wardens, I'm not quite sure if they've been wiped out in that sector, or if I've just chosen a bad part of the line. But I'm now falling back even more, back to the southwestern suburb of southwestern Ulster Falls. Again, I'm going to double back around and see if I can get on the further north, on the northern flank for the collies. Excuse me, Second Lieutenant Groundshark of the Steam Regiment, can you hear me?
1 sec.
Of course, take your time.
What's up?
Yes, you're live on the air on Twitch radio service. My name's Dr. Oliver Brolan Ponsonby, Esquire, with the PressCorps. How has medical operations been in this sector of fighting for you in the past hour or so?
It's pretty good. Why? Well, yes.
Can you define pretty good? Has it been not a deadly sector? Has it been a very deadly but very successful sector in terms of recovering bodies? What defines success for you?
Well, mostly since they really have a lot of medics at the front, I'm just making sure they're having all the medical supplies they need. So I wouldn't be the one to ask.
No, quite good, very good. And how has the ambulance been a linchpin in your part of medicing so far?
It makes it a lot easier to both move medical supplies like bandages and wires and some extra BMATs for the tanks.
Mm-hmm. You're part of the Steam Regiment. How long has Steam been around here in the Foxhole War?
Steam?
Oh yes, you. I'm sorry. I'm a little sauced right now. So B team. I thought it said Steam. I thought there was an S, but it's actually B. All right. Well, there's plenty of shooting happening around us now, so I think we're going to displace. Groundshark, it's been quite nice talking to you. Appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Looks like a general retreat as armored pieces and infantry are absolutely running towards the northeast, back towards Ulster Falls. I'm not quite sure.
I love you too.
Excuse me, Lieutenant Colonel H. Ricard of the Lambda Regiment. Can you hear me?
No. Yes.
Yes, my name is Dr. Oliver Brolan Ponsonby with the PressCorps. You're currently live on the air here on Twitch radio services. How has fighting been in Hardline here in the past hour or so? You seem to be falling back.
That's the best thing I can do, I think.
Say again. Say hold on. One at a time.
Yeah, that's tactical retreat. Like, yeah, as you can see on the map, like 20 high just came
Yes.
out from northwest. We just do a tactical retreat.
A tactical retreat. We've got Colonials, give or take, about 50 meters away, southwest of our position. Do you think you'll be able to regain the initiative? There were 9 armored pieces from the Wardens earlier.
Oh, definitely. We got that
Definitely,
right.
we just need to wait the daytime.
Wait for
Have some
daytime.
faith in
I
our
see.
troops.
I see. So the Warden armor, of which there was about 9 separate armored pieces, they had to fall back because of nighttime.
Yes.
Yeah, because of nighttime and the Collie infantry with a lot of
Simple armor tactics, man. We don't want to be caught with our pants down, so to speak.
I see. Well, do you think you've done enough damage for today? I guess it's a matter of attrition, huh? Back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. But I do believe that we will win. I mean, have some faith in the troops. Trust me, we got you.
Like, actually, this tank have killed 5 nemesis. So
Your outlaw
we have
tank.
to do our job.
Your outlaw tank has destroyed 3 Nemesis APCs. Is that correct?
5.
No, 5 and 5 Nemesis and 2 bit.
I see. I see.
Yeah, didn't we also murder some LTs?
We are going to Richel. Thank you for the question because we need chat.
Yes. Yes. Well, good luck to you.
Good
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Did we just get fucking interviewed?
Yes, you did. Well, welcome to nighttime fighting here in Foxhole, as the infantry now takes the initiative in order to... Oh! Hello! Hello, I'm with the press. Hello. Do not shoot. I am unarmed. I am unarmed. Wait. What's your name? Don't shoot. He's hitting a medic. He's hitting a medic with his club. Wait, don't shoot. Okay, we're going to have to retreat. We're going to have to fall back. We're going to fall back here. As the Colonials are currently encroaching into the position, they are using the nighttime to very, very good advantage. As the Colonials are flanking under the cover of night. Officer Cadet Pete, a guy called Pete of the SWRD Regiment. Thank you very much for your medical services. I think it's safe to say that you do not have a microphone in which to talk, but that's quite all right.
You are the most British motherfucker I think I've ever heard in my entire life. You're too British to be British.
I'm too British, yes. Well, appreciate it.
You have a beautiful voice, by the way.
Oh, thank
I've
you.
never heard such a handsome voice in my entire life.
That is a compliment I take deep into my soul. Appreciate it. Little Sergeant, little hairline of the 6th Regiment. How long has the 6th Regiment been around here?
I have no fucking idea. I'm completely honest.
How long have you been part of this regiment?
2 days.
I see. And
They have a large member base, so...
I see, okay. Tell me, how has fighting been in this sector for you here in Hardline, between Hardline and Ulster?
I used a sniper, so it's been pretty productive. Pretty fun.
I see. Well, not much luck you're going to have at night, it seems.
Yeah, that's why I carry a second primary.
Not a bad idea. Hello, Second Lieutenant Adrenal? Is that a drug?
Adrenaline, yeah, it's like a drug, yeah.
Okay.
I like your voice.
Thank you. Yes, we should not group up.
Yeah, I can
They
give
fucking
you
flared us.
I just think they wanted an interview as well.
Not for everybody.
That's a machine gun.
Tyler.
Yeah, it's that,
Medic, can you touch me? Thank you.
Mira,
Oh, bueno, pero y entonces.
Thank you, Tudor. Well, if you're just joining us here on Twitch, it is day 318, 0200 hours here in the Linn of Mercy.
Careful, Horacio.
Warden armor has been forced to fall back due to the cover of night, unable to see Colonial grenadiers sneaking up on their flanks. Warden infantry has had to fall back as well, but they are keeping the front of the line
you have a
secure as best
podcast?
as possible.
Oh my.
Yes, hello, Officer Cadet Commandant Erwin Smith of the Sidor Regiment. Yes, you are live on the air on Twitch radio services. My name is Dr. Oliver Brolan Ponsonby, Esquire of the PressCorps. Tell me, how long has the Sidor Regiment been in play here in War 119? He seems to be so nervous he's laughing, but that's quite all right. Raw emotion here in the front lines. Good luck to you, sir. That's a smoke grenade. That's a smoke grenade. That means something is afoot. Warden's falling back to various machine gun pillboxes. I'm not even sure if they're active, but they are taking refuge near them.
Sorry, boys.
The line has moved significantly, about a 50-meter, 60, 70-meter retreat from the forward trench line near Hardline back to the southwestern portion of Ulster Falls. Oh, hello. Yes, hello. Brigadier Dan of the TLG Regiment. Can you hear me?
Oh, hey, Deathling. I see you're still around.
Yes, we have here, you're live on the air on Twitch radio services. We have with us a Colonial being injured, not being injured, but rather is injured, with a carried by a guy called Pete. That's the actual. Oh no, he's bled out. He's passed out. He refused to live any further. A salute from Pete. Thank
Say
you.
you lost your sniper.
Oh, hello.
Yep, he went and rushed with it. He died.
Hey, I have to get off so you can have mine. So this is actually a good time. I was trying to find you to tell you that, but I couldn't find you. I figured you died.
I did a couple times, because we bad in the night. I just gotta find where the medic is.
Yeah, he's fucking somewhere. I don't know. He was here a few seconds ago.
One of them died in front of me.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, show first. Let's go. That one's a medic. Oh, him!
Oh, yes. Oh.
Okay, here's mine.
That man felt the raw nature of the Neanderthal deep in his soul.
Alright, definitely here.
Alrighty.
The Unga Bunga of the stick.
Woohoo! Thank you.
Thank you.
Again, Colonial's taking advantage of
There's all my fucking ammo
the
with it.
gaps in the line, as well as the blind spots of these machine gun nests. Colonial, I'm not sure who's shooting flares. That could be either Colonial or Warden. The fact that the flare is over the Colonials leads me to believe that it is a Warden flare. But regardless, Colonial is extremely active here in the cover of darkness.
God damn, how could he see me?
Fortifications are very sparse, very haphazard, very broken. Random assault with the foxholes destroyed trench and bunker husks. The errant trench. It is 0200 hour, not 0200, nearly 0400 hours. Warden's taking refuge behind a destroyed facility structure, the husk of a former factory of some kind.
Night night.
Meanwhile, a small colonial section of troops taking cover behind a pair of salvage mines. I have yet to see a single armored piece from either side since fighting has... Oh, I take that back. There is one Warden mortar tank. And that is most likely what is... Yes, I think it's safe to say those flares are coming from you. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah. How beneficial do you think your mortar tank, 200 max distance flare? That seems quite useful here in the night. Currently speaking to... Don't have flares anymore, I see. Currently speaking to Colonel Napo Sky of the 11 ERC. Bonjour to you, as well as... Oh, say again?
Naposki.
Napuski.
Yeah.
Napo Sky, yes. No. And then Captain Crumply.
Like it's you know.
Yes, the press is back.
Like this.
Oh, yes, okay. Armor is forming up here at the western bridge of Ulster Falls.
We told you we're gonna get them back.
As lights begins to... So we will see with daylight breaking, we'll see if... Is that when armored operations will begin again?
We can't say, but mostly.
How long have the Colonials held on to Hardline?
It's been like a couple of days. It's been very back and forth. This is by far the most tedious front to fight on. It's gone back and forwards about 6 times.
You say a couple of days in real life?
Yes, IRL.
No, I had been talking about it earlier on the air that this has been a very unstable region. It's, at one point every base currently under blue or green control had completely swapped, several real life days ago.
Again, definitely. I've been here from the start, all the way back when we were at, Mercy's Wish, down at Lockmore. So, again, it's been very back and forwards, and I think it's going to continue like that for at least the next few weeks, before we see any permanent change.
My friend in the west,
I'm open for the battle tank.
68mm tank. The new
68mm tank.
40.
The deeper voice you're hearing is
Nemesis.
Colonel Classic of the OT, CTG regiment.
We've murdered this before. We could probably do it again.
Oh, got one coming back.
How has tanking been with the green ash changes here in War 119? Has it been a little more... Go ahead.
The green ash is not the problem here. The problem is the stability on the tank has been so much reduced that even though you don't get shot by AT, you pretty much have like shit stability, so poor accuracy. Pretty much.
Stability on the gun, you mean?
Yeah, stability on the barrel of the 40mm. That shit, it is pretty bad, not gonna lie. If there's a lot of infantry going for you, you're probably gonna die.
It's not also stability, it's like the fact with the new infantry that the Coli can just hang it out with like 8 stickies and just run like they have in the past update, like 2 of them. And we can do the same. The real point is they have the infantry, not the infantry, but the suit, like the grenade suit, like, and they can have much more on them. Like, so basically, infantry are really deadly for us.
I don't know if I'm the only one. Like they've been very suicidal this war. I've seen way more sticky rushes than.
It's because of release. Before the update, they could carry like 2, maximum 3 stickies on them without being overweight, and yet they could run very slowly because they had 3. Now they can carry like 8 without the suits. With the suit, it's more like 14 or something like that, and they can run as fast as we can. They literally can like run as fast as the tank can go. Pretty much, you get like, if you get tracked by one of the stickies, you're dead. You're dead, man.
Wow.
This is pretty. I don't know, like what the devs thought about this. That can like, infantry could carry like 8 entire tank grenades.
By the way.
Which, by the way, 6 fires, like 6 is enough to kill a tank. But we could carry 8 without the suit. So I don't know what the devs thought about this, but it's probably very bad actually. Yeah? So anyway, daytime is up. We'll have to move.
We've got a good tank line forming up.
Thank Thank you for talking, press. We'll have to move now.
We'll see you out there. Good luck to you.
Yeah, same. Good luck to you. Don't get killed.
Members of the Lambda and CTG regiment operating an outlaw tank. Daylight is now upon us. It is past 0600 hours. I can barely get up this defilade. There we are. But it is the morning hours of day 318. Colonials, it seems, anticipated the morning hours and the return of the armor and are now, but had retreated. Now coming across the front line. The armored line, currently comprised, as of this moment, one...
Was this, gas Joe's?
Two...
This gas was...
No,
I
don't think so, no.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Alrighty.
2 light tanks and 3, soon to be 4, yes, there it is, 4 outlaw medium tanks. I believe those tanks are firing upon a Colonial minefield.
Is it dead?
Minefields, while mines have not been a stranger to Foxhole here, the new mechanic of minefields themselves, where they are concerted structures to be dug, is now, oh goodness, they are pounding that one specific spot. But yes, it is now a new mechanic here in War 119, the first time the mechanic has been implemented here in the game, which means the wardens are doing whatever they can to negate that mechanic here in the new drive, in the morning drive towards Rotterdam. Colonials, I do spot. I can see at the very edge of my binoculars, 150 meters south of my position, 2 Colonial APCs.
Oh my God! Press.
Oh, hello. Yes, Lieutenant Fuego General, the 147th. How are you?
Oh, you're the PressCorps guy. Oh.
Yes, you're live on the air.
I think they have a few minutes.
Oh. Oh dang. All right. Honestly, I'm very surprised by the Colonials. They're actually using the new of the landmines. The AT ones and all that.
Yes, I just saw the warden spend about 50 shells on that one minefield.
Yes, balanced as always.
Well, it seems to be doing its job. 147th, how long has that regiment been around? Can you remind me?
Actually not very long. At 116 they started forming, and then at War 117 we just popped up. We're primarily partisan focused, which, from my knowledge, is a very, very rare thing to see, wording-wise.
Don't listen.
We lost a vehicle to the right.
We formed up, and we have big plans this war, big plans. I cannot share them, but they are big.
You are at the doorstep here in the central regions as the Colonials appear to be closing in on the central regions. You do, however, are on the doorstep of Warden territory proper.
There's one. And he's down. There we go.
You are on the doorstep of...
They have a plastic thing.
Colonial doorstep proper. So you might have to deal with Colonial commando raids soon enough.
Wait, can I wrench this?
Indeed. We've already been countered. I remember we were in Linn of Mercy back in... I think it was Rock Dust? No, we were at Crimson Gardens. We were doing a bit of partisan work there towards the Hardline first coin. We were on radar for 2 seconds. 3 hatchets came around to take us out. So they are very much on the spots, so to speak.
By the way, can you tell me? I'm very poor on my terminology. What is the name of those Colonial wheeled APC, long APC-looking vehicles?
Long APC-looking vehicles. That would.
They're right over there, south of our position, about 100 meters.
Could I use those binoculars?
Yeah.
So I could see.
Yeah, we got a big line of infantry, big
straight south.
The new ones?
Yeah, the new one.
It doesn't seem like the enemy.
Oh,
has
I have no
tanks,
idea.
It's just.
Yeah.
I know what they look like, but I don't know what they call them.
Oh!
Get your ass
Oh,
over
that
here.
is the Nemesis. So,
The
from what
Nemesis.
I understand, the Nemesis fires a 68 shell, similar to the Widow, and has a grenade launcher below that can fire 3 tremolos at a time. Or maybe 2, I can't remember.
Goodness, well,
Yep, anytime.
that's going to be an interesting piece of tech.
Indeed. The disadvantage, though, you see that turret in front? It can't do a full 360. It can only do 270, so when it turns all the way to the left, it can't do a full spin.
Oh, all right.
Okay, I was wondering when those would pop up, because I was asking my head, when are they going to get the Nemesis? Because that was like a very big thing. But here they are, so that's interesting.
Yes, well, we'll see how it plays out. Good luck to you here in the fight.
Yes, you as well. Thank you for your time.
Well, the Colonial armor has formed up yet again. Roughly counting about 10 or so armored vehicles. Light tanks, medium tanks, a few, maybe 1 or 2 mortar light tanks. Corresponding infantry as well. One captured Colonial hatchet light tank as well.
Southwest, 210.
Colonials on their part do have 1 Nemesis. I'm going to assume it's an APC because it's wheeled, or at least some kind of armored car. Additionally, Collies do have a light tank of their own, but they are outmatched. They are outmatched here in terms of the armor parity, of which they do not have any parity. Wardens are slowly moving up on a Colonial emplacement with its arced anti-armor. Arced anti-armor weapon.
Dude. There's a stationary gun.
Wardens are hitting it, and we are not quite sure. I can't make out the Colonial supply situation. In theory, they do have a supply line. If I'm looking at the map correctly, Wardens may be moving in parallel down the road near the river line.
Where the fuck did I die at?
Potentially even first coin, but I don't have sight over that.
Wait, I gotta see
This trench line is taking an absolute beating.
BMATs out for you, Society? I'm almost out.
this. And a wrench and a radio backpack.
But beyond this slapdash warden gaggle,
Some BMATs.
not warden gaggle, a trench gaggle, a Colonial trench gaggle. There are tier 2
Alright, well,
tier 2 trenches
if
about
you can go bring
2
some
to
more
3
forward,
layers
it'd be
deep.
greatly appreciated.
2 to 3 layers deep with barbed wire and sandbags. So that will be a concerted defense that the Wardens will have to contend with once they take over this first line of defense that is quickly collapsing.
Can I come with
The
you?
Colonial emplacement weapon in the octagon is... I can see the puff from repair, but it is being discolored. Colonials are also pushing up a field gun.
Zero, you got me.
It is not a heavy AT gun. That's a howitzer. Howitzer barrages from the Collies coming just in time. Wardens will have to deal with that. Their armor is getting awfully close together. Half track at the tip of the spear. Takes a howitzer around almost directly in the face. Gunner is bleeding.
Come.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm going to say 12, 14. At least 14 armored pieces with various levels, various classes, I should say, present here in the push to Hardline. It is currently 1000 hours, day 318 here in the Linn of Mercy, if you're just joining us. could be the push. Now I've only been here overnight, so I could be overzealous in declaring this, but because it is the early morning, the Wardens do have with them enough armor to sacrifice, if need be, in this push. As the Colonials are making effective use of the ravine and the thinning of the terrain to their advantage. Wardens hope to, that's a mortar.
Holy shit, we have so many tanks.
Wardens taking losses as well as damage to their armor. I'm going to guess...
Up-armored version?
I'm going to guess that there are 2 howitzers in play by the collies, considering how close some of those shots have been.
Guys?
How rapid some of those shots have been for them.
We're talking, yeah. Just a little.
Oh, okay.
Last time I had checked in with the technology race, the Colonials, or rather both sides, had been quite close to properly deploying their medium tanks. We had seen prototypes. Hold on. It's a flank. Oh. Hello. Hello, don't shoot. Captain Dumbass, hello. That's not an insult. Your name is literally Captain Dumbass. Hold on. Hello, you're live on the air. Can you hear me? Hello? Yes, you're live on the air. Tell me, how was that flank for you? Do you think it was successful? He's dead. Okay. A small flank from a section of collies did manage to hit the rear of some armored vehicles in a slight psychological hit to the psyche. And this howitzer barrage has been incessant. It is much appreciated, thank you.
No worries. Are you actually from the press?
Yes, I'm with the PressCorps. My name's Dr. Oliver Brolan Ponsonby, Esquire. You're currently live on the air on Twitch Radio Services. Tell me, Officer Cadet Praetorian 117 of the 27th Regiment, how has medical services been for you here in the past hour or so since your deployment?
To be very honest, like it's been rough. We're getting a lot of casualties, a lot of bandage usage, but I think I want to just shout out to all the medics out there. It's a tough job. Nobody it's tough, but we're getting it done. We're doing it right.
Okay. Good luck to you. The Colonials have introduced howitzers into the equation, so yes, try to avoid that.
Thank you so much. Very nice meeting you, sir.
Yes, you as well. It's getting closer. I'm going to go this way.
Yes, sir.
And once again, we've fallen back to the southwestern portion of Ulster Falls. That Colonial howitzer made all the difference. Wardens no longer bunching up their armor. Infantry now scurrying about between cover and trenches, even destroyed husks of trenches, all in an attempt to avoid that shrapnel. The momentum has been broken. Wardens, however, did inflict damage. That first section of trench, very haphazard trench line, a very improvised trench line, tier 1, has taken a beating, and that octagon emplacement has been destroyed. I'm going to assume the emplacement weapon was destroyed and not evacuated by crane, especially under that kind of fire. That has to be at least 2 howitzer guns firing in tandem. Well, the Wardens had the force multipliers to take Hardline, but but they did not account for that fire support. I am assuming those are howitzer positions, but they could just be artillery guns, push guns.
Go back to the HQ, I said.
So I'm going to do what the PressCorps style book has been telling me to do. I've been too drunk to read it, but apparently we should be calling all identified forms of fire support simply fire support until we can confirm what that fire support is. So I do apologize.
My voice chat, sorry.
Apologies to Jeffrey.
Hello, Ty.
He loves that style book. He obsesses over it. Second Lieutenant Ground Shark of B Team. That was a close one, wasn't it? How close was your ambulance there for a minute? That's alright if your microphone isn't working. That thing was smoking earlier. Oh my goodness, it's him! It's John Helldiver. Second...
To John Foxhole?
Yes! Tell me, second warrant officer John Helldiver of the 193SC Regiment. You're live on the air on Twitch. Tell me...
Jesus Christ, it's fucking fire and hell out there.
Just a little bit. But yes, tell me, how long have you been in this sector fighting?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Is that 3 minutes longer than you thought?
I just dropped in, fresh out of the hell pod.
Fresh out of the hell pod. Quite good, quite good. How many collies do you think you're going to kill with that thing? With that machine gun?
All of them.
All of them? Yes, that's not even a set number.
So for the secret services, I've found that the colleagues have been working together with the bugs and the cyborgs. We gotta bring them down. They're traitors. Traitors of democracy. People of Super Earth.
A brilliant crossover happening here, but as we speak. If you're just joining us, we are live here at between Ulster Falls and Hardline. Currently day 318, 1300 hours, and I am live on the air with John Helldiver himself. Tell me, were you at Malevolon Creek? Are we speaking to a veteran of Malevolon Creek?
Indeed.
My goodness, how was the fighting?
Indeed.
Can you describe the fighting in that war?
All of my friends are gone. I'd rather not talk about it.
Okay, that's fine, but you can make new friends.
We almost lost General Brash. It was terrible.
General Brash. I hear from Helldivers often that they are personally trained by General Brash. It was the same for you. Okay, well, that was close.
Tactics. Use them or die trying.
Well, this may be our end soon enough. You live for 5 minutes here at the front line, here in the Linn. So congratulations.
Yeah, multiple clones back at home. It's okay.
Multiple clones, yes.
Multiple clones.
Oh, that's
even if John Helldiver falls, another 3 will rise in his place.
Yes, your brother Jim Helldiver.
My evil twin Johnny Helldiver.
Let's see. Oh, this trench piece is at 6%, so the next one may explode.
We will. Tactical retreat. Brash tactics.
Good use of brash tactics. John Helldiver, I want to thank you for your time. Good luck to you. May you deploy to other planets eventually.
For Super Earth. For democracy. Helldivers never die.
They really don't. They can't seem to die quick enough. I'm going to move to the southern end of the push, where the armored groupings seem to be faring better there. But again, this Colonial fire support has been absolutely brutal to the push. And it may not happen today. It wasn't guaranteed before the fire support, but now it is.
All these guys.
It is all but guaranteed that this will continue to be a slog. Colonial LTD, that is a light tank destroyer, open air, big gun, light armor, is currently in play. As far as I'm aware, the Wardens do not have any fire support of their own, neither howitzer positions or artillery guns themselves, field guns. The Collies, for their part, are building up their trench lines effectively with barbed wire, expanded Tier 2 trenches, a gate, and bunker pieces. Some undeployed minefields. You see the holes for minefields. So this sacrificial Tier 1 trench gaggle is actually proving to be very effective. It's better than nothing, really. But again, it's hard. I'm not quite sure who built that. It could have been Colonials, it could have been Wardens. Mayhem Bob.
John.
Mayhem Bob, can you hear me? If you have a microphone, you can hold down T as in tango to talk. But that's okay if you don't. I just want to say, if you're new to this war, good luck to you. And I hope you have fun.
Yes, sir.
Well, this whole push is cocked up, so I think we might fall back and...
Yo, can I shoot you one?
Either redeploy elsewhere, or...
Yo, can I shoot you?
I don't know, maybe they'll... what? What's happening? Hello?
That other guy was just shooting at you.
Okay. Not the first time.
Don't know why.
Yeah, me neither. Okay, we'll try one more time here on the north part of the line. Howitzers very active. Too rich for my blood. Well, in summation, the Colonials have put up a sterling defense, with the linchpin being that the fire support wins the day here. Will it be enough to ultimately deter the Wardens from capturing Hardline? Perhaps, perhaps not. But the important thing is it certainly scared the Warden armor, and it made things much more difficult, particularly for infantry, to operate effectively in the open fields. For their part, Colonials have supplemented this small counterattack with a couple of other force multipliers, but the armored vehicles, while they certainly held the line, really that howitzer, fire support, I should say, kept things, kept the Wardens at bay and on their toes. And the Colonials following up with that, with some breathing space, effectively building up as well. So we'll have to check in later, looking at the situation. There we are. Looking at the situation elsewhere. Colonials making a island hopping campaign, it seems, in Fisherman's Row. I should probably reposition out of the way of infantry if I'm going to look at the map. But yes, Colonial's small island hopping campaign around Fisherman's Row, which has been solidly blue for quite some time now, several weeks, many weeks in the game. The Wardens have held that region, almost locked it down, not almost, did lock it down for quite some time. In Pharaonic Coast, fighting continues in the middle thirds of the region. Colonials warding off the Coaivish from entering Jade Cove. Fighting had been reported at one point along the dual bridges into Jade, but now the Colonials hold the dual safe houses in Apollo's Landing, which is a suburb north of Jade. For their part, the Wardens do, however, maintain pretty much the three major hard points in the middle thirds of Relic: Scarp of Ambrose Tower and Husk Hollow, a very important point there, Husk Hollow. In King's Cage, it is a 1-2 split. Colonials in the south, Wardens in the northern 2/3 of the region. Linn of Mercy, just an absolute mess of a region, although the line has somewhat evened out, with the Colonials now on the southern half and the Wardens on the northern half, while maintaining control of Ulster Falls that I had been reporting from. An interesting situation here between Crimson Gardens in Ulster and Den of Knaves in northeastern King's Cage. Callahan's Passage, a disaster.
Oh no! Oh, that fence fucking saved me.
In Callahan's Passage, in Cal's Pass, the Wardens still maintain control of Solus Gorge for now. However, they had lost it at one point, so it is safe to say that the Colonials have captured every hard point, every town base or relic base in Callahan's Passage at some point here in War 119. With the capture of Craigstown and Whitechapel, the Colonials now have a doorstep straight into deep blue territory, such as a Viper Pit and Reaching Trail and its associated logistics. Commando operations are going to be very, very active should they find ways in and around the area.
Run.
In Marble Hollow, Wardens have successfully pushed down the northwestern portion while maintaining control of the eastern half of the region. Sanctum, the relic base at Sanctum, is now poised to slowly make a push towards either Spit Rocks or Maiden's Vale, the central city in Marben. In the Clastra, Colonials retain control of the treasury in the center, but also have recaptured Weepholm, which the Wardens had taken in the past several weeks and now controlled, but still have a pretty solid presence in the Volton third chapter. Moving now to the southeast, an absolute mess for the Collies, as the Wardens continue their lockdown of Endless Shore. Fighting in that region, proper fighting and not just commando raids, had ended several weeks prior, maybe 50 or so weeks prior, at least 50 days prior, probably more than that, definitely more than that. But from there, strong pushes into Allard's Bight. The fighting over Stone Plank remains in a back and forth, a no man's land. Colonials attempting beyond all hope to give themselves breathing room around Mercy's Whale. I think I can safely look at that map there. Yes, Wardens do have solid presence in the Stone Plank region zone, but they are unable to, for some reason, unable to capture that relic base. Maybe they're about to capture it, but either way, Mercy's Whale is in Warden sight, so we will see in the next several hundred days if they're able to maintain control of it. Wardens have continuously made pushes into Reaver's Pass with its dual border bases north of Fort Rictus and the Bilge. But the Colonials, the Legion for their part, have effectively ejected them from the region every single time. Which push will be the push to finally make a presence, in a foothold proper in the region, is anyone's guess. But finally, looking here at the fingers, my goodness, what a disaster for the Legion. Legion has lost complete control of the fingers, and as of right now, Headsman's Villa, Plank House, and the southwestern 2nd Man relic base, the last foothold, even Old Captain, all of it, now complete control by the Wardens, and we will have to see how the Colonials respond Perhaps that island hopping campaign in the east will be the beginnings of something to even out the imbalance. But as we have been seeing in the past several hundred days, Colonials pushing up the center in a meat grinder, in an absolute grinding push up the center, but now solidly locking down Deadlands. Very, very good control of Cal's Pass, and the Linn of Mercy may finally be stabilizing in their favor, in legionary favor. So the center is certainly going to continue to be under colonial position for quite some time. We'll see with the deployment of medium tanks if that will be any kind of that will make any kind of difference. But meanwhile, in kind of an opposite reaction to that, the Wardens in the Eastern Front, locking down Endless Shore earlier in the early war, that was pivotal, absolutely crucial in the situation that we now find ourselves, which is a collapse of the colonial backline in the east, which that could be a reality should Allard's Bight and Reaver's Pass fall, and giving the Wardens a chance to push even deeper into the colonial deep center. And then that Western Front is just an absolute gaggle of back and forth. I can't really make heads or tails of it. But just a reminder that both sides, you do have the ability to circumnavigate waters. So the Wardens taking control of the fingers, also gives them a push into, say, El Chimio Estate in Stemma Landing. That actually, hold on, sorry, that caught me off guard. El Chimio Estate, I'm used to that being in a different region altogether. Shows how much I know about that region. Huh? But either way, for the PressCorps, I'm Dr. Oliver Brolan Ponsonby, Esquire, reporting live from the front line. The Wardens, yep, it is, yes, 1800 hours, 1840 hours. Colonials have successfully, do I have that? There you go. Colonials have successfully warded off a blue armored push, a Coaivish armored push for now, and we will have to see how they fare tomorrow, but not with me. So for now, I will go home and drink, and you will continue to listen to PressCorps in other contexts. So for the PressCorps, I said that already. Okay, goodbye.
The PressCorps is an all-volunteer creative collective of reporters, broadcasters, artists, and more from the MMO video game Foxhole, developed by Siege Camp. Our mission is to engross our audience in and amplify the stories of this unique war ecosystem. The PressCorps was founded in 2018 by former Planetside 2 Radio Free Auraxis host, CaptainInArms. It is a separate community entity and is not officially representative of Siege Camp. For more information, visit our website at PressCorpsGaming.com. That's PressCorps Gaming.com.